banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the South Florida Bulls taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Bulls will kick it away to start us off. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Memphis Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lewis to throw. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So USF's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Off-play action on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Nimrod. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Bulls headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. And
touchdown Bulls! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
7, Memphis, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Caldwell. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Lewis wants to pass. A little screen to the running back. Looking for room at the 40. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. On target to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. From the gun. Touchdown, Tiger! Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 7 over SMU. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Brown will throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete to the left. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Off the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Reels it in down the left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
What a beautiful throw and catch. And I'll tell you, sometimes when you're throwing the go route, you can overanalyze things and think, what coverage do we want it against? What matchup are we looking for? But if I've got a guy outside that I know could go make a play, I don't care. I'm throwing it up, and I'm letting him go make a play.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. Rushes on him. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Hauls it in. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Red pass hits complete. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Snagged in the middle, it's Singleton. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And that is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Lewis wants to pass. Pressure coming. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Got the 1st down and more. Turning it on. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. They'll try the counter. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. They missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Brown will throw it. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. It'll be third and long. They'll send the back in motion. Just keep slinging it. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle, it's Nimrod. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and there he goes. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Brown wants to pass. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. And the Bulls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexis. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Nimrod. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability.
He's trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Going to take a shot on second and short. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Puts it out of the air. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Calls his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Florida.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They booted away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Brown wants to pass. The short hands, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets. 11. The Bulls will hustle to the line.
At the 11-yard line. First down for the offense.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll do it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Texas. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Lewis to throw. Pocket breaking down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Incomplete. Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
He'll pull it on the read. Jukes his way for more. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. Crosses to 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Bulls will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, USF! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Catch in the middle, it's Cross. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Lewis wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it at the 20.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Smith. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
This Memphis offense going to work again on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lewis to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. He's looking to throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. He'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark it down at the 27. And the Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
The Bulls will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The give to the back. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Lewis wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cross. Down to the 8. Line on that throw and catch. Defense is backed up against the wall. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw. Big guy smells it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. To fight. The ball down the field, make plays.
They'll line up to go for 2. The snap sets up the throw. Setting up the screen. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Give to the back. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.